who may help you do just that. As we shared earlier, the American Cancer Society is doing so much every day to help save lives from breast cancer. And Jean Holloway is a breast cancer survivor who is passionate about fighting back. And at this time, if you would help me please, join in welcoming Jean, a 10-month breast cancer survivor, to the stage.
One year ago, I was sitting where you're sitting. I was anonymous in this crowd, simply here to represent my company and to learn more about forming a team with my coworkers and getting involved in our community. What I didn't realize as I was sitting where you're sitting now is that I was already living with breast cancer. So today I'm standing in front of you, having been asked to share my story. Pretty remarkable what can happen in just a year's time. I had discovered a lump in my right breast after I had stopped nursing my son. I didn't think much of it. I attributed it to a clogged milk duct. It didn't hurt, it wasn't large. When I went in for my annual checkup with my OBGYN, we casually discussed it. She recommended that it wouldn't hurt to get a baseline mammogram, just to give us both peace of mind. I had my mammogram and was told they needed to do more imaging. I had an ultrasound and a biopsy done prior to that weekend. On Monday morning, I was sitting at my desk at work, and I will never forget that moment because I got that dreaded call. "I'm so sorry, you have breast cancer," my doctor said. The next week was a whirlwind of doctor's visits and tests. A breast MRI and a PET scan would reveal that in addition to my breast, my cancer had spread and metastasized to my liver and bones. Not only did I have breast cancer, I had stage 4, and there was no cure. I'm standing before you today having survived 4 months of chemotherapy. I'm currently on hormone suppressants and taking a daily chemotherapy pill to target the tumors that are in my liver. Some of you may be thinking, she doesn't look sick. And that's one of the cruelties of living with this disease. I'm 37 years old. I'm in the prime of my life, but I assure you, I am dying. So why do I walk? I walk because this disease has been portrayed as something you fight and beat, and then you're part of this fun, welcoming community of women and men who wear pink. That is simply not the case. Each year, over 200,000 Americans are diagnosed with breast cancer. I'm part of the 10% of those diagnoses that will metastasize or are metastatic upon diagnosis. And then another 30% of breast cancer patients that are diagnosed with early stages will develop into stage 4 cancer. 100% of those with stage 4 metastasis will die from it. However, only 2% of breast cancer donations go to metastatic research. 2%. Most money raised goes towards early detection and awareness. And although those two things are very important, they don't save lives. I was educated about breast cancer. I had health insurance. I was going to my doctor getting my checkups. I was doing everything right, but I still was diagnosed with stage 4. My greatest fear is that my 2.5-year-old son, Elliot, will grow up without his mommy. My greatest hope is that a scientific breakthrough will happen in the next few years, and I will be able to live a long and healthy life. I invite you to join me on October 21st to raise money for research and to celebrate life. Thank you for allowing me to share my story with you. I want to end by quoting my husband and my caregiver, Tony, who's sitting here in front of me. "Life is always slipping through our fingers. The moment is everything." Thank you.